Hey guys, it's Sailor Turn Gamer, and we are here with the latest patch notes just released this past week for Dauntless. If you are new to the channel, we are an up-and-coming content creator, and we focus on creating educational videos on a free-to-play RPG named Dauntless and Anthem. We also stream at twitch.tv/SailorTurnGamer, link in the description box below if you ever want to catch us live. If you enjoy the video, please give it a like and a share, and join the fleet by hitting that sub button. Enough about that, let's get into today's video. Off the bat, the mission statement of the official first bi-weekly patch begins by telling us that we will be getting new weapon impact VFX changes, an introduction to new icons, and yes, even more dead bugs. So if we hop right into what we're going to get, it says new to Dauntless, they added new UI icons for emotes as part of an ongoing UI rework system. Hopefully by the time the game fully releases in April, we'll have a slew of new UI icons to look at, which would be awesome. Nice little coat of paint. They added new icons above key NPCs to help players locate them, and then they also added some new hunt pass dialogue for Gregario. Haven't got a chance to speak with Gregario yet, but it is nice to see those new icons above the NPCs when you're traveling around Ramsgate. That is a really awesome change to kind of get an idea of what you're dealing with before you even get to that desired location. It really helps when it comes to navigation. We also have several quality of life changes this week, some of which I am already in love with because it only improves my final build. I call it my everyday carry build. It's really good, but we'll speak more on that later in another video. First, a few changes are a series of Molten heart changes in which, in my eyes, it is a buff because anytime you make changes that improve something, I want to put that in a separate category. That's a buff. That's the biggest thing in this patch note. I can already tell, but we'll hop into that. So Molten hearts now always drop near the players that spawns them. They spawn closer to the player, and they spawn in the player's back arc to avoid landing on the behemoth. So it's really awesome now. It's a lot easier to get your Molten hearts and upkeep those effects, which I am excited for because one of my everyday carry builds, my lightness and dark, my light build weighs heavily on Molten hearts, so that build has been significantly buffed, and I'm excited about that. But speaking of Molten, the Molten effect no longer procs on self-damage like the Hunger. They fixed the bug where the right panel of the journal couldn't be scrolled when using a gamepad. It can now be moved with the right stick. They fixed the bug where Stormclaws will sometimes flee back to its previous area and start pouncing. I love it whenever they fix bugs related to the behemoth because it only makes the challenge that much more difficult and that much more greater. It only improves the game since the goal and the name of the game is hunting. So I love seeing those type of fixes. The invite to party selection screen will no longer show players that aren't online. Elemental weapons now correctly play VFX that represent their element type on impact. They fixed the bug where options menus on the login screen were semi-transparent and could sometimes get stuck. I've never been a victim of that, but I am very happy to see that that's something that's been fixed. They improved the loadout times when launching Dauntless. They fixed a bug where Valamir weapons were not sorted correctly in the crafting menu. We have a couple of hammer buffs as well, at least in my eyes I consider them buffs. The hammer primed attack now also applies bonus stagger, and it's scaled with the ammo quality. They fixed the bug where using horizontal hammers immediately following a dodge would deal more damage than intended. We'll say 1 out of 2 on the buff aspect. They fixed a bug where the marksman chamber was dealing double damage on its initial hit. Oh, sad to see that go. They fixed the bug where 2 cores could be open simultaneously, trapping players in the core opening screen. I've never been a victim of that, but I am always excited to see fixes and changes to the game that improve the overall quality of life and success of the game. They fixed a bug where Karabak, who is a bug, could get stuck in passive mode if all Slayers were down and subsequently revived. Changes that to make you properly do the fight, so that's a good thing. They fixed the bug where damage numbers could overlap and obscure one another in tandem with this change. They've also added a new pop effect to damage numbers. Both of these changes should improve overall visibility, which is awesome. They improved collision on ground-based effects such as lava pools. Slayers will now be able to jump over them if they time them right, which is awesome. They replaced a couple of low-resolution currency images that could cause platinum or note markers to appear blurry. Now we'll be able to notice when you block or unblock players or have a Slayer leave your party. Nice party changes. They completed a polished pass on Shrike's VFX, which I personally love, because if you're new to this channel, then let me be the first person to say that Shrike is my favorite behemoth in the game. I'm a little biased, obviously, but I just love the overall aesthetic and fight of Shrike. So fixing Shrike for the better is what's good for Dauntless, because Shrike is the man. Anyway, they fixed the bug that will cause the game to crash when switching rapidly between banner sigils. They fixed the bug that will cause Riftstalker's Murder Palace to interact strangely with water, which is interesting. Also, a little hint, in my everyday carry build, I told you a little bit about my light side, but on my dark side, the Riftstalker also plays a significant portion of that build. So I'm happy to see that they made changes to Riftstalker, because I think that he drops some of the best gear in the game, especially with the way that I play, which I think is very efficient. They fixed the secondary dye region of the Rapturous Embrace. Dyes should now display properly. They increased the viewing distance on NPC icons to help new players navigate Ramsgate a lot more easier. They fixed the bug that would cause characters to orient improperly when changing eye color. The Help I'm Stuck button should now help players get unstuck in more instances. Rose gatherables in the city now give off an etheric glow. This should make it more easier to spot when searching for them, which is awesome, because I tell you, I've not collected all 10 of those rose gatherables every single day, and sometimes I just gave up because I was like, I don't even know where it is. Hopefully, I'm like mostly sure that I'm not the only player in the world that does that, so the fact that they gave it a little etheric glow is awesome. Makes it easier. Hey, one step closer to completing that hunt pass. And lastly, to wrap up this video, here's the final quality of life changes that were added to this week's current patch. It's a lot of them. So they fixed the bug where Slayers couldn't change titles in the airship. They fixed the bug where dye changes to banners did not always save properly. They fixed a hole on Ironfalls that will cause Slayers to fall through the island. That is freaky. They adjusted the positioning of Riftstalker's weapon orbs so they no longer spawn in front of the character, becoming obscured. They added special case positionings for the repeaters. Riftstalker prism orbs will now always spawn to the left of the character, so not to obscure vision when aiming, which is nice. I mean, I can't believe that was something that was happening, but it's nice to see that has changed. The Riftstalker weapon orbs VFX has been scaled down by 10%. It's all about visibility, making it that much easier to fight Riftstalker. If you haven't got a chance, anybody who's watching this video, to fight Riftstalker, he is amazing. Like I said, he drops some of the best weapons and armor in the game, in my opinion. I highly suggest you fight this guy if you have not got a chance to fight him. Also, Riftstalker is a little different than the other behemoths in the game on a side note, because his battle effects and his battle tactics are a lot more quote-unquote smarter. So if you have not got a chance to fight this guy, I encourage you to hop into a Riftstalker battle and hunt this guy down and get his armor. He is amazing. I did a review on and impressions on Riftstalker when he released. I'll leave a card up there so you guys can check that out if you're curious about that. But hunt this guy down. He is amazing. I can't speak more highly on Riftstalker. I love him. I don't know about anyone else, but I love this guy. Anyway, they fixed the bug that will cause players to skip the logo scene on boot, potentially causing the intro music to do some weird stuff. Keyboard users can now open the quest log / journal with Q as well as J when they're in Ramsgate. They fixed the bug that will cause flower power emote to display the wrong icon, which is kind of funny. They decreased the likelihood of Koshai entering its combat repositioning movement. They fixed the bug where the message of the day could show placeholder text and images and or become impossible to close, which is crazy. Never happened to me, but happy that that's fixed. And the very last fix that we have is they fixed a very rare bug with the Hunger special attack will either 1, not function, or 2, have the old overdrive instead of the new one. If you made it this far in the video, first let me say I really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this content, again, be sure to give this video a like and a share and join the fleet. Every video, our scripts are getting better and our video creativity is improving as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, this sailor will be out in the open ocean. Peace.